Yeah. Yeah.
We'll talk. Sweet nothings.
A lot of chin boogie.
It's 7. Yep.
Talking about Valentine's Day.
Here we go.
You know how it loves me.
Regular
There's
meeting of
another-
Washington, Missouri City Council,
Yeah.
Monday, February 3rd, 2025, 7 p.m. Bear? Briggs? Coulter?
Here.
Heidrich?
Here.
Holtmeyer?
Here.
Patke?
Here.
Reed?
Here.
Wessels?
Here.
Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance.
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Will all the council members answer if they have or have not read the minutes of the council meeting dated January 21st, 2025? Coulter?
Yes.
Heidrich?
Aye.
Holtmeyer?
Aye.
Patke?
Yes.
Reed?
Yes.
Wessels?
Aye.
Need a motion, guys.
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Patke, second by Coulter. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Minutes approved.
Approval and adjustment of agenda, including consent agenda. You have the Collector's Treasurer's Report Summary for October 2024, Investment Report for October 2024, Final Payment Requests, Front Street Waterline Construction and the Old Pottery Road Water Installation, and a Final Payment Request for High Street Highway 100 Signal Improvements.
Did we insulate the water line in Pottery Road?
No, that's
We
extra
installed it, right?
install.
Yeah.
Little typo. Yeah. Motion. Second.
Motion by Coulter, second by Heidrich to approve. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Best one was D. Highway 100 High Street light is working now.
Nice.
Yes, it is.
And I will just say that the phone calls that I've gotten have not been about negative things, but about that stoplight in the last couple of weeks. People have said thank you over and over. And again, $7,700 that we were gonna spend $77,000.
Yeah,
on MoDOT.
probably, that's right.
Yeah.
So, again, Charles, great job, or whoever else was part of that process, but we did the right thing, and we know that there's more improvements coming in 4 years, hopefully, so. But again, for the time being, a lot of people have appreciated that light, so thank you. Heck yeah.
Yes, sir.
Priority items, mayor's presentations, appointments and reappointments, Board of Public Works appointment.
Dear council members, I herewith submit for your approval following for appointment to the Board of Public Works, Austin Horskamp as an advisory member, term ending February 2029.
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
Motion by Patke, second by Coulter. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes.
Citizens' comments?
Citizens' comments. Would anyone like to come up to the podium and comment?
On anything not on the agenda.
Well, that's,
I
I always
always-
forget that.
I'm-
Thank you.
By year 3, I'm gonna get, I'll have you down.
That's not on the agenda. All right, next, Sherry.
Report of Department Heads, 2025, 2026, MoDOT Traffic Safety Grants.
Good evening, council. In your packet, you'll find a letter where I outline our annual traffic safety grants that we apply for each year. Not a lot of changes this year. It's pretty close to what we've done in the past. Other than last year, if you recall, we did seek grant funding for raincoats, and we just purchased those a little bit ago, so that's the only difference. But it does include grant funding for manpower, obviously, and then to send officers to 2 separate conferences related to traffic safety and enforcement. So we're just asking for approval to move on with applying for those grants.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Motion by Patke, second by Coulter to approve. Any discussion? I'd just like to say, Jim, thanks for saving the taxpayers' money and making your people better.
Sure, thank you.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes.
I'm passing out the city council authorization that each council member has to sign. Dwayne, when you're finished, if you could give it to me.
Uh-oh. There you go. It's just it's a lot of responsibility. Yeah.
Signing or giving it back?
Ordinances and resolutions, an ordinance repealing ordinance 22-13472 and enacting lieu and thereof, an ordinance authorizing and directing the execution of an economic development director agreement by and between the city of Washington, Missouri and the Washington Chamber of Commerce, also known as Washington Area Chamber of Commerce.
Hydrich.
Introduced by Hydrich.
As we mentioned in the workshop, this is another 3-year agreement. All of the terms are the same except for the dates. Again, the biggest thing is 30% of the base salary of our economic development director will be paid for by the chamber, and the rest is on the city.
Questions, comments? Okay, second reading, Sherry.
An ordinance repealing ordinance 22-13472 and enacting lieu thereof, an ordinance authorizing and directing the execution of economic development director agreement by and between the city of Washington, Missouri and the Washington Chamber of Commerce, also known as Washington Area Chamber of Commerce.
more?
Reed,
Yes.
Patke,
Yes.
Wessels,
Aye.
Heidrich,
Aye.
Coulter,
Yes.
Holtmeyer.
Aye.
By your vote, ordinance 7A passes. B, please.
An ordinance repealing ordinance 22-13473 in lieu thereof, an ordinance authorizing and directing the execution of an agreement by and between the city of Washington, Missouri and the Washington, Missouri Tourism Commission for the provision by said commission of certain activities promoting the said city as a convention, visitor, and tourist center.
Patke.
Introduced by Patke.
As we mentioned in the workshop, this is a continuation of a 3-year term with the Chamber of Commerce, or actually, I'm sorry, with this is the one with the Missouri Tourism Commission, so this is for the city and the Tourism Commission. The next one will be the one between the Tourism Commission and the Chamber. Again, a 3-year term beginning on this date into February of 2028.
Questions?
Make motion.
No.
Oh, we gotta read.
Read.
Sorry.
Okay, second reading, Sherry.
An ordinance repealing ordinance 22-13473 in lieu thereof, an ordinance authorizing and directing the execution of an agreement by and between the city of Washington, Missouri and the Washington, Missouri Tourism Commission for the provision by said commission of certain activities promoting the said city as a convention, visitor, and tourist center. Reed,
Yes.
Patke,
Yes.
Wessels,
Aye.
Heidrich,
Aye.
Coulter,
Yes.
Holtmeyer.
Aye.
By your vote, ordinance 7B passes. C, please.
An ordinance repealing ordinance 22-13474 in lieu thereof, an ordinance consenting to the Washington, Missouri Tourism Commission subcontracting with the Washington Area Chamber of Commerce for the provision by the Chamber of Commerce of certain activities promoting the said city as a convention, visitor, and tourist center.
Holtmeyer.
Introduced by Holtmeyer.
This is the ordinance that would go ahead and contract from the Tourism Commission to go ahead and contract with the Chamber to carry out tourism responsibilities. I guess one item I didn't mention earlier, just so you know, in Article 5 of the agreement, the commission does, they pass along 97.5% of the bed tax collected to the tourism. They retain 2.5% and hold that back for special activities. That's been going on for several years. That we have. That used to be at 5% that they would hold back, but once that tax started collecting more, there wasn't a need for the commission to hold on to so much, so we reduced it down to 2.5%. But that's been that way. I think it was the same way in the last agreement that you did, the last 3-year agreement that you approved.
Questions? Second reading.
An ordinance repealing ordinance 22-13474 in lieu thereof, an ordinance consenting to the Washington, Missouri Tourism Commission subcontracting with the Washington Area Chamber of Commerce for the provision by the Chamber of Commerce of certain activities promoting the said city as a convention, visitor, and tourist center. Reed,
Yes.
Patke,
Yes.
Wessels,
Aye.
Heidrich.
Aye.
Coulter,
Yes.
Holtmeyer.
Aye.
By your vote, ordinance 7C passes. D, please.
An ordinance authorizing and directing the execution of a memorandum of understanding for transfer services by and between Compass Health Network and the city of Washington, Missouri.
Coulter.
Introduced by Coulter.
This is the ordinance that would enter us into the agreement with Compass Health Network. We feel that this is going to be instrumental in helping with alleviate some of the services that our officers and our dispatchers now currently have to go ahead and do. Now they'll have another resource where Compass Health can go ahead and help people that are in crisis or that they feel need that service. And so we feel it's going to be a great asset to the community to go ahead and have this service added. And we all like the price.
Right. Great job, Jennifer. Thank you.
No more questions? Second reading, Sherry.
An ordinance authorizing and directing the execution of a memorandum of understanding for transfer services by and between Compass Health Network and the city of Washington, Missouri. Reed,
Yes.
Patke,
Yes.
Wessels,
Aye.
Heidrich,
Aye.
Coulter,
Yes.
Holtmeyer.
Aye.
By your vote, ordinance 7D passes. E, please.
An ordinance amending sections 220.010, 220.015, 220.020, 220.030, 220.035, and 220.037 of the Code of the City of Washington, Missouri.
Holtmeyer.
Introduced by Holtmeyer.
So the one item to make sure that we all understand, section 9 of this ordinance would rather than read as this ordinance shall be in full force and effect from and after its passage and approval, it will read this ordinance shall be in full force and effect from and after June 1st, 2025. We will still collect all the items like we do today up until that point.
And
So-
we'll have that one other change.
And then we also
And the other,
have section
yes,
5.
Section 5, thank you.
And we're just, it's number 2, and we're removing the first sentence, correct?
Correct.
Any more discussion, guys, before we move on and vote? Second reading, Sherry.
Do we need to make a motion, Mark? Okay. An ordinance amending sections 220.010, 220.015, 220.020, 220.030, 220.035, and 220.037 of the Code of the City of Washington, Missouri. Reed,
Yes.
Patke,
Yes.
Wessels,
Aye.
Heidrich,
Aye.
Coulter,
Yes.
Holtmeyer.
Aye.
By your vote, ordinance 7E passes. F, please.
An ordinance amending section 220.100.a of the Code of the City of Washington, Missouri.
Holtmeyer.
Introduced by Holtmeyer.
So as we said, the rates are the standard rates. We followed basically what the bid amount was that we received from Waste Connections. The seniors, we did discount those, as Charles showed you in the workshop. Basically, the first year, we'd subsidize that by $100,000, but we would incrementally increase that to where by year 5, there's no subsidy whatsoever.
Questions, discussion? Second reading.
An ordinance amending section 220.100.a of the Code of the City of Washington, Missouri. Reed,
Yes.
Patke,
Yes.
Wessels,
Aye.
Heidrich,
Aye.
Coulter,
Yes.
Holtmeyer.
Aye.
By your vote, ordinance 7F passes. G, please.
An ordinance approving a boundary adjustment for Phoenix Center 2, Plat 11 in the City of Washington, Franklin County, Missouri.
Heidrich.
Introduced by Heidrich.
So this boundary adjustment is for the fire station lot there off of Foxcrest and Northcrest there. As you can see, that's the original lot up there by Phoenix Park, the new Foxcrest there, Northcrest on the east side there. So they needed more room to meet setbacks. They needed some additional space on the north side there. So they proposed to adjust that property line north, closer to Phoenix Park Drive there, if you can see that. So red is the current property line, and then they're proposing the shifted line up. And then with this boundary adjustment, they also actually platted out the Phoenix Park Drive there as right-of-way. And then vacated, as you can see in the hatched area, that was a 10-foot utility easement that is being vacated as well, so they can build over that.
Charles, when you said they, who is?
Sorry, the fire station, sorry. The city, the fire station, or the fire department.
Okay, so the fire department was requesting this zone change?
Yes, the fire
Okay,
department
I
is,
got
yes.
Not a zone change, just a change in the boundary.
Boundary adjustment
removing an
and
easement.
easement vacation.
Yeah.
You said there was gonna be a driveway out to that?
So there will be a driveway off of Phoenix, Foxcrest and Phoenix Park Drive, and then
So they can drive through.
they're gonna address off Phoenix Park Drive as well.
It'll be everything in front of there, not just the drive.
More questions? Okay, second reading.
An ordinance approving a boundary adjustment for Phoenix Center 2, Plat 11, in the city of Washington, Franklin County, Missouri. Reed?
Yes.
Petke?
Yes.
Wessels?
Aye.
Hendrich?
Aye.
Coulter?
Yes.
Holtmeyer?
Aye.
By your vote, ordinance 7G passes.
Mayor's report?
First of all, the second council meeting this month is Tuesday, February 18th, due to President's Day holiday. Please mark your calendars. Also, Jeff and I had the distinct pleasure of listening to the fire department the other night as they went through their debrief in respect to the house that burnt down and the ladies that lost their lives the other night. It was truly amazing, one, to hear Mark Scorney's "This is why we train" speech. It was spot on. And then afterwards, during the discussion between the most junior members of the department and the chief, the way they critiqued one another in the spirit of let's learn was a pleasure to learn, was a pleasure to observe, and it makes me feel really good about our fire department, and because they do it right. And thank you, Mark, if you'll tell Tim and the rest of the guys, I appreciate that. Thank you.
City Administrator's report?
Just two things. I do want to go ahead, first off, thank the Solid Waste Committee. I know tonight we finally passed the rates, but this was a long time coming. This didn't happen in a month. We went through probably, Charles, when did we start this process? May of last year? May of last year, and we started meeting with all of these individual waste haulers, just to try to go ahead and get the best possible deal that we could for the citizens and the residents. I think with what you passed tonight, I think you did. Like I said, we still have the cheapest rates in Franklin County as far as that goes. And so that, a lot of time and effort went in with the committee. Thank the two council members, Mark Wessels and Mike Coulter, for serving on that and helping us get through that process. Next is, just so you know, we did have requests for proposals for IT services within the city. This is the first time we've probably done that, thanks to Sherry and the committee that we've got put together of Chad serves on that, I believe, and it was
Al.
And Al, thank you, both of the guys that are missing, has helped us so far serving on that committee. And we did get proposals last week or the week before?
24th.
24th of January. We've reviewed those, and we're in the process of, we're going to be interviewing two of those firms, but eventually the idea is next month to have an ordinance in front of you after that committee is done with all of their work. So we think we will have some substantial savings for the city as a result of a new contract, which will help our general fund, and still hopefully get the same level of service that we've had in the past, if not better. So
How many are we looking at?
we had 5 firms that submitted proposals. We're looking at interviewing 2 to 3. So that's all I have.
Council comments?
I think Councilman Coulter and I both were honored to be designated solid waste, so that's
We wanted the senior perspective on there. That helped with the
Hey, Mark,
rates
if it
up there.
wasn't for you and I, we wouldn't have a senior rate.
No
Just
wonder
saying.
there's a senior rate, now we know.
Yeah.
Took care of it.
Okay.
Just need a motion to
Motion to
adjourn.
adjourn.
Second.
Motion by Patke, second by Coulter to adjourn. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes. Thanks, we're done.
20 after 7.
Aaron, a long boy.
19 more days.
You're counting them down, aren't you?
Yeah, especially after that storm.
Part-timer, huh? He's retired.
19 days and a wake-up.
Yeah.